Hey guys, welcome back. So we are like halfway through summer. Crazy to think, it's just like blowing by. I don't know about you guys, but it is for me here. But yesterday we got like 2+ inches of rain. So we've been kind of in a drought lately. But the last few days we've got a decent amount of rain, but yesterday was just crazy. 2+ inches. I mean, some parts are kind of soaked. So just wanted to come out here, check the pond, see how the level's doing. It was at like 6.5 feet last time I checked it a few days ago. I'm gonna assume it's up a little bit more. Then just kind of check the deer blind. Want to show you guys that I painted the inside black like everyone said. I'm super impressed with it. And then to check out the food plot here, see how the clover's doing. So let's get to it. In other parts of the country, I know there's like, gosh, what isn't going on? There's like drought, there's wildfires. Florida's at like 100 degrees or something where their ocean's like a hot tub. But for here, I guess the only crazy thing we got was just a crap ton of rain. So just checking this stuff out, I can see there's like a huge puddle here. Probably walk around this, but with this all being the clay from the pond that was excavated, the drainage here isn't the best. But even planting clover and stuff all along here, this stuff's doing great. There's just a few spots right here that aren't growing in. But in a previous video, I actually put sand all through here. This has been great for kind of like our little beach hangout thing. But man, this pond's been getting a lot lower. And the water still looks good. I mean, it's still swimmable, but man, after 2 inches of rain, it's just crazy to see how cloudy everything is. You know, it's just a lot of rain, a lot of turbidity, and looking a little cloudy. So hopefully in the next few days that might clear up. But over here is the pond gauge I have, like the depth. And a few days ago, this was like, gosh, it was like almost at 6.5 feet or a little bit less. Every 6 inches I've put like marks on there to be able to see where it's at. And it looks like we are just shy of 7. So I mean, that's crazy to think that 2 inches of rain actually rose this pond up 6 inches. I mean, you can kind of tell with the water, just with how cloudy it is, but that's pretty wild. So if any of you have watched the previous videos from, I don't know, maybe like the March, April time period, the water was so high through here that I had to put this spillway in because this 4-inch pipe couldn't keep up. And it was going all through this spillway into here. And this was the start of like an unclogging video of just removing this like dam that formed with all the sticks, debris, and it was just backing everything up. But even here, even after opening things up, I mean, this is starting to pool again. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. A lot of people have talked about this in the videos on kind of trenching it so that there's a clear path, that I won't have to be out here every spring, you know, getting rid of all the sticks and logs and all that stuff. And that makes a lot of sense. So that's something I think I'm going to try to do here soon, is like maybe fall time, once all this stuff dries out, is just get a mini excavator in there and just start trenching that stuff, at least to get it out of this bowl area here. But I remember in the springtime when this water was just flowing through because we got so much in the springtime, and like this has been the only big rainfall we've got, so kind of wild to see. But this is what I really wanted to show you guys. So this was all just another backstory. Again, redid the pond, or not redid it, excavated this part of the pond. That part was existing. Excavated this all out to make it a nice huge half-acre pond, and took all the spoils that was the clay and put it all over here. And there was just nothing growing here. I mean, I'm talking like thick clay, the gray stuff, the stuff you can make like pottery out of. So, you know, bringing in topsoil and stuff really wasn't something that I wanted to do. I mean, just the time and definitely the money to bring that in. So instead, it was, let's put clover down, see how it'll do, and kind of build the soil, get roots in there, prevent erosion. And clover is really great in that it puts nitrogen back in the soil. But I mean, look at this, guys. This is just normal clay from the bottom of a pond. And you can see this stuff's just going crazy. I mean, look at this clover. And I get tons of pictures on this swamp oak over here. I have a Spy Point camera. Don't get me started on Spy Point. They're okay. I mean, I think there's some other better brands out there, but taking the pictures every night, I mean, there's deer all in here all the time hitting this clover. So there's, you know, there's still some spotty areas, like, you know, whatever, but overall, I'm really happy with this. I mean, for a first year clover stand, this looks really good. And next year and the year after, it's just gonna be more and more. But it's just been kind of interesting too, because with the drought we've had, June was horrible. June was horrible. There was no growth in here. It was actually pretty barren. But seeing all this stuff now, especially after this rain, I bet this stuff's gonna explode. It's gonna be awesome for fall. Hey, deer blind's still doing great too. I haven't been in it since all the rain, so we're gonna make sure that nothing's flooded or leaking in here. But I took everyone's advice. A lot of the comments on the reveal part said, dude, paint the inside black. Well, that's what I did. And I gotta say, it just looks so much better in here. It looks more finished. Really makes stuff stick out. But I think you guys are right. You know, like when I'm sitting in here, any deer that are out here having this blacked out in here, this is really going to be a nice backdrop. Here, I'll try to shut this. You know, having this dark in here, this is going to be really good, just to not have any silhouette showing. But yeah, it looks good in here. Windows are still holding up. No water came in at all. I wasn't worried about this piece just because there's a track and everything's siliconed. But looks good in here, guys. I'm really happy with the idea of painting this black because it just makes it look that much better. Well, guys, looks like everything's good out here. The blind's doing great. No leaks, anything like that. The food plot, that's looking really good. I'm really excited for this, especially being the first year and trying things out, just with being kind of like, you know, crappy clay soil and not really the best drainage. But I don't know. I mean, other than that, really, it's just that area over there that's low where it collects water from the surrounding areas and maybe trenching that out. But hey, pond's up 1/2 foot. Still having time to swim in here, even with it being really hot during the summer. I'd say it's all good out here. Let me know how you guys are doing, how your food plots are, maybe even your garden, any projects you guys got going on. But until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.